Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with stopping early.
We are up and running.
Hi.
Cool. So yeah.
What's up, internet?
All 5 of you.
All 5 internets.
All 5 internets.
We definitely beat that squid monster thing.
It's true. Yeah, you guys.
The Kraken.
The
The
void,
random
black
encounter
void
with
Kraken.
tentacles.
got sidelined last session.
Yeah, we get some fancy armor out of it.
Oh, that armor looks badass. What does it do?
What
You
doesn't it
guys
do,
I
really?
identified it yet.
Oh, that's right. Whoops.
Okay. Quick question, Dave, for you, just for future stuff. I always ask you this, but I'm never gonna remember. But I'm just gonna ask you every session. Do you have the alertness feat, or is it just that your perception is like your rogue special thing?
It's my expertise.
It's your expertise. Okay. Cool. I keep on thinking you have the.
I have alert.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, well, that's the one that gives me the crazy initiative.
Oh, am I thinking of the wrong thing? What's on the
There's an observant one too. Dave has that in the other game, which gives him
why I
his
keep
crazy.
getting
Yeah,
confused. Yeah.
and I have
Plus
alert.
5 or something.
Yeah, I have +5 to initiative, and I can't be surprised
Oh.
while I'm conscious.
Cool. Okay.
And invisible creatures I don't care about. Because I'm just like, no, I know what you're doing.
So when you come through a doorway and I jump out at you, you're just like, eh.
You don't get advantage. I'm just like, meh,
Yeah, we can't throw a surprise party for him. He'll just be like, yep,
eh.
Jeff's behind the couch.
I think the keyword was conscious, so we knock him unconscious, and then he wakes up to a party.
Success.
Usually we have him like wake up in the woods naked, and we're like, this is like his roots. He'll be fine.
Oh, someone was telling me about one of their sessions where they were like it was sort of like a later campaign, and it had gotten to the point where they were sort of evil and messing with the other players, and they were like, yeah, just drink this potion, and then like go mess with the enemies, and like we'll be all set. That's all you need to do. And he's like, well, what's the potion do? It makes you all jacked and tan. And so he was like, I mean, alright, sure, whatever. And so he drank the potion like an idiot, and turns out it was a sleeping potion. So he like goes and is like, assholes, I'm gonna kill you! Drinks the potion and just falls asleep.
I bet that went well.
No, it didn't. Oh, yep. Anyway, that's my story. So yeah, you guys are on a boat. You just killed a badass ink lightning kraken. You got some sweet armor, but none of you have identify, so you don't know what it does. Yeah. So you guys are on a boat. Boat's still heading towards the next city now that it is not being held by a kraken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out for those douches that want to waylay us.
Yeah. So you guys are headed towards Ana, which I'll just move you guys back over to the map. So you guys are headed over here.
I assume long rests at this point.
Oh, yeah. Actually, have you guys hit Dagos? I don't remember if you guys actually got to Dagos. I think
Was
you
that
did.
where we got on the boat?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys walked to Dagos and then got on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was a guy spying on us.
Alright, so you got on your boat. You're now headed towards Ana. And you guys hit a kraken. But you managed to kill it. So, yeah, you guys are just headed to Ana. So let's see. Actually, you guys already hit the kraken, so there are no more random encounters. Congratulations, you scared everything off.
Toot.
Cool, they should be feared.
Yeah, we're badass.
They should fear us, I should say.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
Yeah. So you guys get to Ana without really too much trouble. But go ahead and roll perception.
Do. Boop.
All right.
Where's the perception button?
It's a skill.
Oh, yeah.
Steve's too busy being crazy.
Steve's too busy getting not on fire.
Yeah.
All
Dave
right.
and his
So,
wizard eyes.
Dave, you notice that as soon as your boat sort of like enters the harbor, there's like the harbor master guard. You know, they come to basically like so go to each boat and be like, "What's your business? What's your inventory?" You know, you got to pay the harbor master fee, and you know the captain of the boat's taking care of all that. But as you know, like the guards, you know, like go up to do it. You notice one of the guards takes a look at your boat and like clearly reads the title of the boat and sort of breaks off from the other group and disappears into the city.
I feel like Dave really just perceives all alternate universes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
And then Steve, you notice that this captain of the guard really looks like he's asking for a bribe.
Why am I that notices him?
Because you noticed wrong.
I
should bribe
probably
him.
make the rest of the group aware of the shady guard, along with, you know, Sir, I am awesome with a glaive.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like, you want me to go follow him, or are we kind of just what?
Well, you guys are still sort of held up by the harbor master, so
I mean, I'm not held up. I can go into the water.
well, you're not checked in, so to speak. So yeah, you could jump into the water if you want, but it would be weird.
Yeah, okay.
What if I jumped in with him?
What if we all jumped in and yelled out cannonball?
Still weird.
And then I turned into an octopus.
And just started like attacking us.
We just start
We stage a battle, and I throw you guys past him.
we just start splashing at each other and having a good old time.
I mean, you guys do whatever you want to do.
Hey, this is role playing. We get to do whatever the hell we want to.
It's true. Do you want to jump into the harbor and play with a giant octopus?
Only if the sewers don't go directly into the harbor.
The harbor actually looks pretty clean.
That's probably where all the sewers go. But
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
kind of like,
just don't drink the water.
no.
Boil that shit.
I'm just trying to keep an eye. Like, I'm as best as I can with my 26 perception. I'm trying to track where that guard's going.
Okay. He exits the dock, and there's like a guard tower that you would think like a guard would probably be going to if he was going off duty. But he doesn't even. He just walks past the guard tower and sort of disappears into the market.
Hmm.
Whoa, he's magic.
Well, not actually disappeared. Just walks into a crowd.
Yeah. He did the whole assassin blending.
Yeah, as soon as he walks into the crowd, the harbor master's like, "Well, you guys are all set."
Brutal.
I light my pipe and brood as I walk around the harbor.
Seems legit.
Fair enough.
Let's brood.
We're brooding. Yeah. So, you guys are in a new city. Ana is not quite as built up as Edelor, but it is like the center of commerce. So there's a lot more business in the area, and a lot of the like grain from this northern region, it all goes through Ana before it travels over to the rest of the world. Yeah, it's a big port city.
So, what are we doing in this town again? I don't remember.
So, yeah, so you guys are basically just stopping off here for a couple days while the Lane family guys, restock and make sure you guys have enough supplies for the journey. And then you guys are going to take a boat up to here and hike the rest of the way over to the red circle over here.
Oh, okay.
Which is, so far as, or the Lane family claims that they've found evidence that there's a Dark North stone up there.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what you guys are hunting for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are we
So you
are we
have the
going to,
shiny
like, a
armor. You
tavern
want
or
to go get
something?
it identified?
Yes, let's figure
Yeah,
that shit
we have
out.
the money for it, so.
Oh yeah, it's true.
What did I write it in as? The sick black octopus armor, which is scale mail.
Yeah. All right. So you guys bring it to a wizard shop, and you bring
I
out
would
the
like
item.
one wizard, please.
Well, it's just sort of like a magic shop, and
I know. I'm just being facetious.
yeah.
Is it also a cafe?
It's a store. It's not a cafe.
Because you know how there's like some places are like they sell this, but it's also a cafe.
But it's not.
Okay,
Yep.
It's not Barnes and Noble. Sorry.
it's not a Barnes and Noble. All right,
Oh.
duly noted.
We'll find one eventually, or open our own.
You
Yes.
could find one if you wanted. There would be such a thing in it's a pretty big city. But
I'm just looking for a magic shop that sells coffee too. You know.
okay. Yeah, you guys hunt for a while if that's what you're looking for, and eventually you like right in the center of sort of the upscale district, you find like a store just titled Magical Beans, I guess.
I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, and they sell coffee, and not only is it caffeinated, but it adds one to your intellect for an hour after you drink it.
That's awesome. I'm in.
But there's a limited dosage. You can only have one a day.
There aren't anyone
Also,
here.
they don't actually sell the beans; they only sell the coffee.
There isn't anyone here that's like writing a screenplay, though, is there?
There's a bunch of people like writing down stuff in books, but they look mostly like wizards writing.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll allow it.
And there's also like that's like the little cafe area, and then there's like 3 floors where there's various magical goods, and there's a lot of there's a magical library. Yeah, it's a really nice building, and things seem like they're a little overpriced. That
Well-
coffee costs 10 gold.
Damn.
Can
Well,
I
mean,
can I
it does
find a
increase
book?
your intellect, but
Can I find a book on balancing my chakras?
Yes.
Awesome. It's for my psychic stuff. Don't worry about it, guys.
There is a detailed explanation of the concept of chakras, and there's a wizard who's like gone really deep into the way monks can do magical things, and like how their ki works, and how the chakras of the body like activate through the ki. It looks like maybe this guy who wrote this was like half monk, half wizard.
Sweet. I'll take it.
Yeah, that cost 20 gold.
Awesome. I'm gonna come up with a stupid title for that.
While
While these guys are looking around, and I'm like, books are dumb, I'm gonna go look for the art section and see what they have over there.
Okay.
books are
Yeah, on
dumb,
the
but you're
second floor,
totally
you
into
find-
art. That makes no sense.
No, the art books is in the ones that have the naked ladies that people drew.
Oh, art.
The fine art.
The pictures of the French girls.
Yeah, exactly.
You do find a section that has like a little like it would be a curtain in our world, but in that world it's sort of like just a shimmering force barrier, and over it says 18 or older.
But they only have dwarf stuff.
Aw.
No, this is mostly a human city. But you could probably find some interracial stuff in there if you wanted. You walk through the door, and there is a vast collection of pornography.
Get me
Well,
the
like-
tiefling Azamar mixed stuff.
Tiefling half orc.
Yeah, tiefling half orc actually. It's for a friend.
For a friend.
This is all pretty expensive, though. You know, if you
Yeah, I
want
know.
like a 20-minute scene, it's probably like 10 gold or plus.
Yeah,
Worth.
I'm not buying prawn.
Yeah.
I'm not playing D&D to buy porn.
I'm just saying, Neris is going to be looking around and is perusing. It's like, all right, these guys are buying magic books and shit. I don't.
Is anyone getting the armor identified?
I'll get it identified.
Can we do that? That
Oh
was
yeah,
our
that was
thing.
the thing that we were gonna do.
I got cool custom armor. I don't give a crap. I'm going to go look at tits.
I'll get it looked at.
Okay. So it costs you 10 gold to get the item identified. And yeah. So like, you bring it up to the guy, and he's like, oh yeah, it's 10 gold for a simple. Oh shit! You guys killed that? Immediately
Single-handedly.
recognizes it. He's like, I don't even have to cast the spell. And it gives you all the details of it. So
Sweet,
this is a pretty
free.
famous item in the area, in particular because there is one adventurer who's been hanging around like the city of Ana, or like back and forth between Ana and Dagos for like the past 500 years. And he's been trying to kill, or he's been basically hunting for the Ink Lightning Kraken. It's rumored that he's trying to basically collect the complete set of like that thing's gear. But it's also well known that he has incredibly bad luck. And so he doesn't, like, he needs the last piece of the set. And like every 50 to 100 years, he manages to find the Kraken. But every time he kills it, he gets the armor. Like, he cannot get the last piece that he needs. Not everyone's sure, like, all the items that it drops or anything. Like, he hasn't really made that public knowledge. But everyone does know that there's a few versions of this armor floating around because that guy has been, like, hunting this down repeatedly and keeps on getting just that fucking armor. So, what it does is it's a +2 armor scale mail, but it can be worn like any sort of light armor. So it doesn't have, it doesn't have armor limitations. So anyone can use it regardless of training.
Really?
Yep. And then it has one special ability, which is once a week, you can channel the essence of the Ink Lightning Kraken. And when you do that, the armor sort of will come to life, and all the octopi and like krakens that are decorated all around the armor will come to life. And anything the form lasts for a minute. When you activate it, a like ink lightning cloud will appear over your head, and anything within 5 feet of you will, like the tentacles from the armor will try to grapple it. And then, as a bonus action, while that form is active, you can make an attack with the Ink Lightning Thunder, which does 3d6 damage and has a 50% chance to blind.
Is that at range?
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Damn.
I'm like trying to write all this down.
Yeah, sorry, I should have written it down. It's just in my head. My
I
bad.
pat my armor, saying it's okay. You're good too.
Hey man, you're just all gonna upgrade next level.
What was the range on the tentacles? They just grapple things.
5 feet.
5
Max
feet.
range.
Hey, if no one wants that thing, I'll take it.
That's a pretty warlocky thing to be.
I know, I'm
honest.
like, that's a warlocky or a druidy thing, where the druid
Yeah.
just all of a sudden grows tentacles everywhere.
Dude, I'm down to tentacle.
But would I be able to use it in bear form? 'Cause I don't think I would.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I think that's super warlocky.
Damn.
Yeah. You probably want that wild shape armor or whatever.
What is this called? Black scale?
I think it's called the Ink Thunder Carapace.
Okay, let me edit. Yeah, I'm editing the thing. Ink Thunder Carapace.
Is that in the SRD or is that
No, I made that up.
you made it up? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Alright, so I updated the loot sheet with the description of that.
I am
Cool.
going to copy it down.
hey, buddy.
Don't be creepy.
Sorry, my dog just walked in. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me, because that was weird.
Yeah, so scale mail plus 2 is like 14 AC plus 2 dex. So that's pretty awesome.
Wait, so it's 16 armor class?
No, that's all together. I think. Hold
Well,
on.
it's a +2 armor, so
Oh, no, I'm retarded. Yeah, so it's 16 and then plus 2 from your dex. Or up to plus 2, because it's medium armor. But yeah, that's still like 18 AC, so...
So, okay. So it's +2 on top of what is scale mail normally?
14.
14. So that's 16 plus 2 from my dexterity? Or
Yeah.
plus my dexterity? So it's
Well,
1.
up to plus 2. Oh, you only have 1 dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you had more.
No.
But yeah, so it's just plus 1 then.
Alright.
But that's still like 17 AC
On
Okay.
the squishy warlock.
on the squishy warlock.
Sick. Ink Thunder.
Are you sure
you-
it's not greased lightning?
Jeff, what's your patron?
My patron is the old god.
Okay, yeah, then that's totally on brand.
The
Yes,
goo.
it is.
seriously.
Yes, it is. Does it require attunement?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
But that's a lot of cool shit.
It is a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, it's probably pretty overpowered, but that was a mythical creature, so.
And we killed it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Alright. Duly noted.
Cool. So yeah, you guys have a couple days in town. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Oh, actually, sorry. Before you do that, when you leave the shop, Dave, make a perception check.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, there's a dude following you.
Fuck that guy.
All right.
Can
well,
I does he he's looking at us clearly, right?
So the dude's being pretty sneaky. Like none of the rest of you notice him. He's like sitting across the way, like at another cafe, dressed like he's sort of a wealthy guy just out on the town, reading a newspaper. But Dave, you just notice that he keeps looking over at you guys.
all
is
right,
he
I
is
probably
is he 30 feet away from me?
No, he's like 120 feet away.
Damn.
so
he's like
I make
across
you
the square.
guys aware of it, and then I go to blend into the crowd and watch him.
Hold on, can you make a stealth check?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not very great.
Okay.
Ugh.
Average.
You
I
bump
think I'm-
into every single table.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Thanks,
isn't
Dave.
bad. It's just
No.
I'm green, so I stick out.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, you don't think he notices you like pointing it out to the rest of the group.
Cool. I do the Homer Simpson blend into the bushes thing. Just try to see what he's looking at and watch him.
So do you guys, where do you guys head from here? You guys need to find an inn to stay at for a couple of days, unless you want to stay on the boat. And you know that the Lane family guy told you it was going to be a couple of days while they gathered supplies.
I grab a drink at the bar and talk tell the story of how I got my armor. and is there like
Oh
when I
wait,
start-
which bar?
aren't we at like a tavern kind of place?
No, you guys are at like a coffee shop, like a wizard emporium.
Oh, we're still there. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys just exited the Wizard Emporium. Dave noticed the guy is watching you. He pointed it out to you guys. That's where we are.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
We doing anything about that guy?
I'm watching him. You guys should
Okay.
move along, act normal.
Yeah. Okay. Act normal. Play it cool.
Yep.
Dave, you're like blending into the background.
Yeah, I want to kind of just fade into the crowd and just keep an eye on where this guy goes.
All right, roll stealth.
I have my eyes of charming aviators, and I'm just kind of
Oh.
like walking along, acting all cool.
The guy doesn't appear to notice that you're even missing.
Awesome.
Oh, he's not paying attention that well, huh?
Well, like he's been looking at the group or something, but like there's no change when Dave fades away. You would think maybe his expression would change, but are the rest of you guys like looking at him, or are you guys just walking away?
Playing it cool.
I'm just chatting it up with
Slowly.
my buddy Madness, and you know,
With our homies.
yeah.
All right, where are you guys gone?
Tavern? Want a tavern?
Well,
Tavern?
yeah, let's go to a tavern.
All right.
I raise my hand.
You guys are like a couple blocks away from sort of the inn district. So yeah, you guys start heading over that way. Dave, you notice that as soon as like they start walk around the corner, the guy like folds up his newspaper, leaves a payment on the table, gets up and starts walking and following.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do to him what he's doing to them.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you guys go a couple blocks and there's a row of taverns. There's like 3 on either side. There's I'm not gonna bother
Where's
naming
the tough
all
guy
of them.
tavern? Where do all the biker gang equivalents hang out?
This is not the neighborhood for those taverns.
Aw.
This is the like upscale place.
Okay.
There's one that looks like it's probably where all the rich guys bring their mistresses. There's one that
Sweet.
looks like it's where sort of merchants stay. There's one where it looks like it sort of leans towards magical clientele. There's one that looks like it's probably an upscale brothel.
Yeah, brothel.
There's one that just
Brothel.
looks like it's like the fancy bar with like the fancy alcohol, definitely leaning towards that. And then there's one that is like it's basically a restaurant that happens to have a few rooms up top, and they like specialize in everything pork. Like they're well-known restaurant in the area. There's almost a line, there is a line. Sorry, there's like a crowd waiting to get into that place just to eat.
I have a
not necessarily
question.
stay.
Did you
What's
say that the Ink Thunder Carapace doesn't have the disadvantage to stealth?
No, it just you can wear it as a simple armor as opposed to
So for all intents and purposes, for the AC, it counts as scale mail, but it's not really scale mail.
yeah, basically.
Got it.
So for some reason, it's like when you wear it, it looks like scale mail, but it feels like leather, or like very very soft leather, like you're wearing like a leather
Nothing at
cloak,
all?
except it's like armor.
Nothing at all.
Nothing
Nothing
at all.
at all.
Nothing at all. Turns out you're naked.
Perfect.
Oh, it's the Emperor's new armor. Gotcha.
Perfect.
Oh man, I should totally introduce that as an item in the game, but it's like actually an armor.
You get
Or is
AC
it?
for not wearing any clothes.
We're not playing that kind of game.
This D&D game's gotten really weird.
But
Even
it hasn't
though
gotten sexy.
there's dwarf porn.
Which reminds me, let's get to the brothel. Because I'm all about
you guys
that.
are going?
I'm,
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for
That's
the
my
tavern.
vote. What are you guys up for?
Is there like
I'm
a
not gonna
Just go
drag
to the
y'all to a
brothel.
Is there like a
brothel if
smoke
that's not
shop?
what we're
Like
looking for.
like a cigar bar or something?
You think there's probably something like that around here? The alcohol one probably like has a room for smoking.
Called the Smoke and Dagger?
No, this place. What is it? This place is called the Golden Keg.
I guess that's good enough. I'm down for barrage.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys choosing the golden keg?
Golden cake. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So this place is really like it's fancy. You know, when you walk in, there's just like the entire wall, like long wall, is just covered in like taps. You know, for pouring beer. There's just a million like different, not a million, but there's lots of different beers from there, from like all over this region. There's another bar on the other side of the wall. It seems to be sort of more like wine and liquor. There's a big sort of like rows of picnic tables, sort of like German beer house style. And there's waitresses, going around serving food. And towards the back room, there's like a little area where there's a guy. Sort of looks more like a bellhop, like he'd be the guy to check for taking rooms.
Is there like an alcohol or beer that is like a favorite to tieflings?
I mean, to tieflings in particular, no, probably not.
Blood wine.
But yeah, I mean, think evil dark things. I mean, there's definitely like some blood wine in there. There's some sulfur whiskey.
Sulfur whiskey. Interesting.
You might like that. Probably not many other races would.
Yeah, like rotted eggs. That doesn't sound great.
Yeah, it sounds kind of weird and gross.
Hey man, you're literally half devil.
True.
So I go up to the bar and I'm like, give me your strongest, tallest, cheapest drink.
Guy gives you sort of a weird look, and he's like, okay. And he goes to a, like one of the taps that's sort of at the end, looks well used, reads D&D PBR.
Excellent.
So
And
meta.
pours you a nice tall glass. This tall glass appears to be in the shape of a boot.
Excellent.
Don't forget to twist the boot when you get down to the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's the trick.
I know. I'm aware of the trick.
I'll order a boot's worth of beer too.
Also, Dave, so they walk into the bar, and you notice that the the guy following them sort of sees them walk in, walks by, and then he like stops outside of the brothel one and starts chatting up one of the ladies that are just like hanging out there.
Okay, I hang back.
Okay.
Continue to observe.
Make another stealth check.
I hope you brought your garrote wire.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Do you guys gonna get a room here?
I suppose
Well,
so.
at least see how much it costs.
Yeah, it's 5 gold for a night.
I'm actually gonna go get a room at the brothel. I just wanted a beer.
So it is the upscale brothel, and it's 200 gold a night.
I got
Brutal.
200 gold.
All right, you have one of the best nights you've ever even imagined. These are some nice ladies.
Do they bathe me? Because I stink like shit, probably.
Yes,
Like
they
fish.
do.
Awesome.
Definitely do. Or they request that and suggest you might get a different
Mandatory.
girl than the one you request if you don't.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it's 200 gold for the night, and then another 100 gold for every girl after that.
Yeah. I'll just do the 200 gold.
Okay. You have a great night.
What?
I'm
Why
afraid
is
of
there a
this thing.
crow? All right, what am I watching here? What is this?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Great reference.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Oldie but a goldie.
What is the name of that show? Sea
Sea
Lab
Lab
2020.
2021.
There we go.
Oh man, it's gonna be 2020 in a few years, and we're not in underwater bases. It's bullshit.
Well, it's the Trump administration. We could be forced to there any day now. But yeah, all right. So it's 5 gold for a night here. Also, in your experience, like a nice tavern is generally like a gold a night. So it's definitely a little more expensive, but it's actually not that unaffordable.
I'm gonna go for the cheaper place.
All right, Steve. How much cheaper?
Just the 1 gold a night. Not that
Okay.
cheap.
Yeah, you walk down to sort of the more like middle class district, so to speak, and you can find a room, no problem. When you do that, Dave, you notice that the guy that has been following you doesn't seem to do anything, but roll a perception check.
Do.
Okay, you notice he makes a hand gesture.
Do I notice if there's another dude that picks up on that?
You do not. You do know that the guy made a hand gesture and looked behind you. You can make another perception check if you want.
I'm gonna try to
You also
very.
know that turning around would probably be pretty obvious. Like, makes the hand sign and you like go, "Who's there?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be like trying to like very, very suavely like, light my pipe and like look back like while I'm blocking the wind.
Okay, and there's a crowd. You can't really pick anyone in particular out.
I don't like this situation at all. That guy's been talking to the hooker for way too long. Her pimp should have come out and hit him by now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy probably totally watched me go in there, huh?
Yes, he did.
I probably
I'm
would
also getting very thirsty and very irritated. I want a beer.
Yeah. All right. Steve, do you want to make a perception check?
Sure. We'll see if we can do a little better this time.
I believe in you, Steve.
Better.
Yeah, you don't notice anyone following you.
Though I'm still slightly paranoid, so...
Yeah, so you guys all get a room for the night, no problem.
Except for me, because I'm outside.
Well, you can go in if you want. I mean,
No, I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy, and I'll probably just like sneak into one of these other guys' rooms and just be like, "You paid for my room, right?" And just like fall asleep on their couch.
Don't come into my room. That shit's 200 gold.
I'm not going in there. I know what
Yeah,
you're up.
you don't want to come in there.
one second, guys.
It's not a
I do,
pretty
but
sight.
On my own turn.
Yeah, no. We're doing shit that would make a priest cry. Sorry, Zach. I'm being terrible.
It's okay, Brent. I think it's funny.
I won't make it too weird, I promise.
That we start doing the community D&D episode.
Yeah, no.
All right, first I whip out my. I just love that Troy starts taking notes.
And he fills the entire back of his character sheet.
But yeah, all right. So, are you just watching all night, Dave?
I mean, how long is that guy hanging out there, just talking and trying to look nonchalant?
So, I mean, it starts to get dark, and he walks into the brothel with the girl.
Well, I guess I'm spending the night in the brothel, but I also may try to get that guy to a dark corner and get him to talk.
All right. So you go in before it gets dark.
I probably like as soon as he starts going in, I'm like, all right, he's my mark, so I may as well go in there too.
Okay.
So Zach, before I go to sleep here, I don't know if they have like do not disturb signs or whatever, but I throw one of them shits on my door and I set up a fucking hunting trap on the other side.
The girl's like, there's no need for that. But there's like a, one of those slides that says like occupied or not occupied
Yeah.
for all of the rooms.
Like,
So.
just make sure people know to knock if they're coming in here.
You hear like a soft sigh and a mutter, "Fucking adventurers."
Don't hate the
I'm
player, hate the game.
paranoid.
So when I go in, do I see the other dude still around, or has he gone off to his room?
So you were waiting like a couple blocks, or not like a couple blocks, but like a block away, right? Like it was
Yeah.
a pretty good distance because you
Far
were
enough
trying
that
to
I
be
can see
stealthy.
what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, so you see him walk in and you walk over, and it takes you like a minute to walk over. And by the time you walk into the brothel, even though you've been walking fast, you don't see him.
All right. Well, the madam, I will pay for a room for the night, but also try to slip her some extra to have one of her girls inform me if the gentleman who came in before me leaves.
Okay, so you first off, to get a room for the night, you have to get a girl. This is a brothel.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to do that too.
All right, cool. So that's 100 gold, or 200 gold, sorry.
Yeah.
And when you asked her about the guy, she's like, "Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Lots of guys come through here." And she's not lying. Like, there's been a lot of guys coming in and out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, specifically, like, did I see anyone else go in between the two of us?
Yeah, actually, you saw a few guys.
All right. All
You
right.
can try to describe him if you want.
Yeah, I mean, should I try to persuade her? Is that what she's looking for, the handout?
Roll an insight check.
Inside, not very great, but doing okay.
Yep.
These are my people.
Yeah, she's a little nervous when you start describing that guy, and she definitely does not look like she wants to talk about it at all.
All right. So I'm like, all right. So now even just let me know if he leaves. Okay. That says a lot on its own. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my night because I've been outside freezing my ass off for.
All right.
I didn't get to go to the bar. I didn't get to do anything. I'm gonna go have fun now.
Hooker time.
Yeah, I want to go to the opposite side of the brothel than whatever noise is kind of emanating out of his room.
The rooms are pretty well soundproofed.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, night passes. Nothing actually happens. You guys have another day in town. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Oh, around like 10 o'clock, you guys at the brothel, some bouncers knock on the door and are like, "Time to go, or pay for another day."
Righto. I'm
All right.
out.
Out. I'm gonna go sleep on the boat.
I spent
Gonna go
most
sleep
of
on
my
the boat?
money. Yeah, I'll probably hang out on the boat.
Hey, I already got my favorite sleeping type because it's a hammock. Just on the boat. I'm good.
Or maybe I'll just hang out in the woods. Get back out, learn. Yeah, I gotta go like survey the area and shit. So that's probably what I'm doing today.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy a few scrolls of identify.
Actually, is there a place for me to like learn the ritual identify and put it in my book?
Yeah, so that Wizard Emporium definitely had that available. How much would a ritual cost for level 1? I guess typically it's 50 gold for a scroll, so I'm going to say it's a couple hundred gold to learn the ritual.
I will do that.
Okay.
I think
Cool.
I have the money for that. I should.
Yeah, you learn the ritual, but worth noting, part of the ritual is a pearl worth at least 100 gold. So you will need one of those every time you cast it.
No, it doesn't get consumed.
It doesn't get consumed?
No, most of the the material components with cost. They mostly they don't get consumed. If they do, it specifies.
Huh. I did not know about that.
Yeah, but doesn't my focus count as that?
No,
Only if it doesn't have a gold amount.
yeah.
If the spell doesn't have a gold amount?
Yeah, so if it lists like a material component but doesn't have a gold amount, then a focus or a component pouch is fine. But if it lists a specific material that has a gold value, you gotta pay for the gold the item.
Okay, so I guess I'll buy a pearl too.
But yeah, that doesn't get consumed. Looking at the SRD here. So like you just need that pearl to cast it, and you can do that over and over.
Interesting.
Also, I don't know if rituals need the material components. That might also be a
rituals
thing.
don't.
Okay.
According to my my book thing, it says it doesn't need components.
Never mind. You know the ritual. You're good. You have ritual magic.
Sweet deal.
Yeah.
Skills.
So, costs you 200 gold to learn and identify the ritual. Cool.
Okay.
I paid 200 gold for an anatomy lesson.
Yep, and I got a spell.
Cool.
Where is it the bank log that shows how much we all have? I think that's it.
You should be writing it down on your character sheet.
Yeah, I think we've just been tracking it individually.
Oh. Well, all my stuff is in the bank, so
Okay.
I'm gonna count.
You can definitely stop by the bank and pick up your money. There is a bank in town.
So I'm gonna edit my monies.
I have stuff in the bank too. I'm gonna need that back. I'm gonna take some of that out. Let me know when you're done.
I will.
I don't want to edit over your stuff.
Dead air. Alright. I have updated my amount.
Oh boy.
Cool.
I assume that's how it works. Like it's like the plus name is just.
Well, that was how much like we deposited, and like you see the total up top, and that was just we were because we pretty much got like a communal bank dealie.
Oh, so should I put like negative X and then 200?
Yeah, and then just take that amount out of the total there.
Oh, okay. Are you?
Yeah, I think what I said. I think what we
already?
agreed to do now, because it's easier, is to use your Electrum as your bank amount.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so we can just not deal with
okay.
this anymore, I guess.
Okay. So if I currently have, all right, so I'll just keep that. 1193. Cool. So my Electrum is my bank amount. Got it. It says I'm over encumbered, but that's okay. I'm ignoring that. And then in spells, I'll just put in the tome ritual spell for that.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Good.
So yeah, in the morning you guys leave your respective inns, going to do stuff. Sorry, when you exit the inn, can you make the perception check for me?
Me?
Just everyone. Well, I assume all of you guys are looking. If you're not, you don't have to make a perception check.
I'm gonna wake up onto the deck and take a look.
In a weird
Oh wait,
twist
I'm like
of
out
fate.
in the woods.
Well, this is like when you leave the brothel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I should have just made you do that roll earlier. Alright, so looks like Madness and Vex. You guys notice that there are, like when you walk out, there's a couple guys that are just sort of loitering. Definitely take notice of you.
Okay.
Alright, so as you're walking through town, Madness and Vex, you guys notice that there are guys tailing you still. But they're not fucking with you at all. They're not like... Seems like they're just keeping track of you.
I see. I'm gonna make some pretend notes and track them while they're tracking us.
What do you mean?
I'm just gonna pretend like I'm making notes on them, so that when they see me, I'm making notes on them.
Well, they're not like taking notes on you or anything. They're just like following you.
So then, okay.
Think
They're
it
not
still
like writing
stands?
anything down. They're just like whenever you like. So like you go to the ritual shop to learn your spell, and you like see the guy like, you know, as you're walking into the shop, you like sort of turn around and there's that guy that's been following you all day, just sort of like hanging out, like you know, reading a book on a bench, and you're like, all right, that guy's definitely still there. And then you go in, you learn the ritual, it takes you a couple hours, and you walk out, and that guy's still there, reading the same newspaper. Newspaper's probably not that long.
Now, can I like get close to him? Would he just like run away if I got close to him?
You can try.
I'm gonna kind of walk up to him, not like looking at him towards him. I'm just gonna like look like I'm going to a place that is not him, but I'm going to try and get close to him that way.
You're
And
gonna
then-
walk in.
and then once I get close enough, like within 30 feet, I'm gonna try and use my my shades.
Shades of mind reading.
You deal with it, shades.
Yeah,
What do the shades do?
my eyes of charming.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I wanna charm him.
You can't just charm everyone you see. That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
So you, alright, so you start walking sort of towards him, and he definitely takes note of it. Like, you see him look at you sort of directly. When, like, this point he's realized that you know that he's there. But he doesn't move, or really, like, react to that much. But you do notice he, like, raises a couple fingers.
He raises it at me?
No, just, like, raises his fingers.
Okay.
Question for the group: when you activate an item, does it have any like somatic or like
It's usually
does it
like
have
a command
components, or
word.
do you just trigger it?
I think it's usually a command word.
Is it?
Yeah, for most items. It'll say in the item's
Doesn't
description
it just
usually.
do it at will? Let's see. Eyes of charming. Let's see. While wearing them, you can expend a charge. Does
Okay,
it
maybe
say?
not. Maybe
You
I'm
just-
thinking
you
3-5.
You're just wearing them, and you just at will do it.
Cool. All right. He gets a wisdom save, right?
Yep. It's DC 13.
Okay. He's
Oh, man.
charmed.
All right. So if he's charmed, I'm gonna kind of like walk up to him and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Nice weather we're having here."
Hey, how's it going? It is nice weather, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just strolling down. I noticed you were reading the paper. I was just wondering if there's any good news going on in there.
Oh, this thing? Honestly, I haven't actually been reading it. Sorry.
Oh, really? I mean, who?
Yeah.
What was there anything that you were looking at in particular?
He leans in like a little like conspiratorially, like, all right, if I'm honest, I'm just watching you. You know, we're just keeping tabs on you. Like, don't let the boss know I told you. But yeah, you know, we're just keeping tabs on you. Don't worry about it though. Like, I don't have any orders to kidnap you or anything.
Did you see anything good?
Oh no, I'm just the morning shift.
Oh.
I did hear the night shift saw some interesting things though. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, you. Well, I mean, is there anything that you're in particular looking for, like while you're watching us?
Hold on one sec. Okay. Oh no, we just gotta keep track of you. I really shouldn't talk about it too much, you know.
Oh, don't worry, it's our little secret.
Well, no, we're just keeping track of you. Like I said, nothing violent.
If you don't mind me asking, who are you supposed to report to?
Oh, me? Oh, I just work for, what did I fucking call them? I suck at remembering things. The Ravens, I think is what they were. The guy that stole the bag of loot from you guys was the head of the Ravens in, Edalore.
Ah.
Okay.
So it's like, oh yeah, I just work for the Ravens, so it's just, it's my day job. But really, like, don't take offense, man. It's
Oh, no, don't worry. Listen, you keep doing what you're doing. It was really lovely talking to you. We should do this more often.
I didn't realize, just a little while before, what a cool guy you are. You are a cool guy. We should grab a drink sometime.
I give him a couple gold. I'm like, here, listen, go buy yourself a nice drink.
Oh no, I can't do that. Gotta keep watching you.
Listen, it's on the house.
But hey, if
It's
you
on
want to
there.
go grab a drink with me, that's technically watching you.
That is true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, I got some time to kill.
Okay. Do you go, like, you guys stand up with him?
What? This is me.
So you go to a bar with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Remember the other day when you were asking me what karma was?
No?
I say that because you charmed a thing in the other game,
Oh, yeah.
and now you're dealing with that.
True. Does a 16 hit you,
For what?
Vex?
Hit what? What am I looking at?
Oh, actually, they have advantage, don't they?
What are you talking
'Cause-
about?
Okay. So, yeah, you get up with the guy, and a couple darts go. Like you just hear. Woof. 16 doesn't hit you, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so yeah, a dart tinks off of your newfound armor, and the other one lands directly in your new friend's neck, and like it's really like it's like a tiny thing, barely noticeable, and he goes, "Huh, that's not good. I'm about to fall asleep," and he just sort of slumps over on top of you.
Violating the trust fall kind of thing. I just kind of let him fall, and then I just like look around and just like nonchalantly just walk away.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Uh oh. Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second as I get everyone set up. Go ahead and delete the boat. You guys are no longer on the boat. As soon as I figure out how to do that.
I'm just like on the boat, and I'm like, my rogue senses are tingling.
How do I go to the other fucking layer? Why won't it tell me?
If you're moving screens, you gotta move the player ribbon to the other map.
I moved you guys. Oh, here we go. Did I move you guys over to the?
There we go.
All right, yeah, the boat's gone. Cool. Yeah. All right, so you guys are not in this particular scene
Oh no.
over here.
Good thing you got crazy shadow tentacles.
That's true.
They're only once a week, though.
It did save me from getting knocked out.
So yeah, you are in like sort of a busy district, and there's a couple of guys like with blow dart guns that are one's in like a window of a building like across the street from you, and one's just sort of in an alley, sort of hidden in the shadows. This guy put a little token on top of him. This guy's in a building, and this guy is just sort of hidden in an alley. Not going to bother drawing that terrain too much unless you'd like me to. But yeah, so your initiative is 3.
Which guy's in a building, Zach?
The guy with the eye.
Okay. I'm gonna draw a building.
Okay.
And this guy's in like an alley or something, right?
Oh, I can totally make you guys do that for me. That's awesome.
Yeah. This is a small building. I don't know.
Solid.
Cool. Yeah. Next, you are there. So yeah. It's their turn. No longer have advantage, and neither of those hit you. They blow a couple more darts your way. What are you gonna do?
Dodge and weave. I guess.
And you're in a like busy district. These darts they can't see you, so are really tiny, so it wouldn't make like too big of a kerfuffle. But if you threw a fireball, that would probably be a problem.
Right. So, can I use deception in any way?
Deception?
Yeah. Like, would I be able to like fake left and then go right or something like that? Or
Oh yeah, you can try to roll. What would that even be?
well, it would be deception, but I'm trying
deception
to figure out what I could do to use deception because it's +7. So
You can roll deception to give them disadvantage on their next attack.
I will do that while moving.
Wait, you're in a crowded area, right?
Yeah, he is.
Does a crowd give you cover?
Yeah, I guess technically it does. Though right now, like in the 30-foot around, is pretty open. Once you're in the crowd, it'll give you cover.
Said the chaotic good guy.
Let's see. So Dissonant Whispers doesn't really have any sort of like physical manifestations, just like mental stuff. Can I use that? Actually, I could cast Fly. Just fly out of there.
You got fly?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like later, losers.
I could. But like if they do actually hit me, I don't want to like be in the air and then fall to the ground. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could cast Hold Person.
You could only hit one of them.
Yeah, I'm
Actually-
trying to see if I can like get some cover or something like that.
If you cast Hold Person as a higher level spell, can't you target 2 things?
I believe you are correct. At higher levels, you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher. You can target an additional humanoid for each slot above 2nd.
And you have 3rd level spells, right?
I
so you
do.
could technically do that if you
You know
wanted.
what? Zach, you're right. I am going to cast Hold Person on both of those guys.
Hold those hoes.
Okay. They get to make a save, right?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Spell save DC 15.
15?
Yes.
Oh, you said 15. I was like, definitely.
Ah.
Alright. Dude in the building is held. Other one, it whiffs.
Alright. Can I also move?
Yes. You can move 30 feet.
I'll move.
Move into the crowd.
Yeah, so, you're sort of in the middle of a square, so there's like
Where's the most concentration of people?
so right there's like a fountain, and so you're sort of like on a bench in front of the fountain where you were talking to Mr. McGee over there. And then like sort of off to the other side, away from where those guys are, there's another like row of buildings equidistant from where they are currently. And
Okay.
then there's like a bunch of stalls and stuff sort of just like over here.
You said stalls?
Yeah. Just like good 30 feet over, this way. There's like a few like food stalls and stuff. Just general like merchant area.
Oh, okay.
So the crowd's sort of around the stalls and sort of walking through the area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see. So there's like a stall there, like a stall here, like a stall there. Is that?
There's not that one in the middle.
Oh, okay.
There's sort of the road continues. So you're in like a little like park area.
Okay.
And so there's like a little like a path that goes through here. And it like sort of loops around and goes out that way. And same thing on the other side.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I guess I'll just like walk, or kind of like briskly walk to the other side here to break line of sight.
Okay. Yeah. You do that. So you can't see him anymore?
Yes.
Cool, yeah, the stall's in the way. Okay.
And
their
is there
turn.
like is there like a cloak I can use to disguise myself as another person?
Do you have
Uh,
Can I
alter
use
stealth?
deception to like?
If you have a spell for it. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
have an item for it, though, I don't think.
I can't just disguise myself.
You could roll deception to, like, try to mess up your clothes, but it wouldn't be a particularly good disguise.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
So, the next, like, that happens, you break line of sight and sort of look behind you, That guy's not following you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you notice he goes over and sort of picks up his friend. And he's looking at you, but he's not making any moves.
Give him the 2 fingers.
I'm wondering if I can do... I could cast Command. Can I cast Command at him?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Command at him and I command him to sleep.
I don't think that works. Command. I mean, you could command him to try to go to sleep, and he would lie down on the green and like try to go to sleep on the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, but he wouldn't actually go to sleep, for the record. And it only lasts 1 turn, right? Command.
You must follow the command on the next turn.
Is hold person concentration?
It is. So yeah, command is as well. So you would drop the hold person.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I really want to fight these guys in the middle of the street, so I'm just gonna leave. He can take his buddy. I don't really care about him.
Okay.
You got who they're working for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna move away.
Well, perception.
I will. Perception.
Yeah. All right. The guys don't follow you, and you think you got away.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what were the rest of you guys up to while he was doing the getting the ritual?
I was in another part of town, right? So I'm probably heading back and with apparently a tail.
I'm out in the woods.
That's right.
Well, I'm in
on
like
the boat.
the perimeter, basically. Familiarizing
So
myself.
you go out to the woods. Can you make me a perception check with advantage?
Sure. Boop. Boop.
All right. There are guys following you, and they are like urban folk. They are
Oh.
uncomfortable with the woods.
What do you mean by urban?
Yeah, what was that
They
supposed to
are
mean?
not comfortable with. Oh man, I could totally go all predator on these dudes.
It's like some thieves that are used to like stalking people, like in the in the city, and like he walked into the woods, and they're like, "The fuck is this shit?" I don't know how to fucking deal with trees.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely like keep going. I'm gonna fuck with these guys. I'm just gonna go deeper in the woods and make like animal calls at them and stuff.
They look really nervous. Can you just roll stealth for me?
Yeah. Regular.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you have advantage in the woods for some reason.
I don't think so.
Just start leaving food around to actually attract real animals.
Oh god.
They lose track of you pretty quickly, but
Yeah.
they're like, they don't quite give up. But they're like walking around, and they start making, you making the animal calls, and they're like getting increasingly freaked out. How long do you do this?
Pretty much till they go away. I basically stay at like the edge of their like field of view, basically, and
Okay. After about
Pretty much
like an
just-
hour, like one of them turns to the other guys. Oh fuck! This is not worth it. I'm not going this far into the fucking woods. They don't pay me enough. He turns around and like his friend's like, fuck. Follows you.
awesome. crisis averted.
Yep. Anyone else?
This is the same night, right? It's not morning yet?
This is the second day.
Okay, so I woke up on the boat.
Oh no!
Right.
So sorry. Like, so in the morning they kicked you out of the brothel,
Yeah, okay, in the morning.
and
Okay.
so you went back to the boat. So yeah, this is that same day.
Okay. I thought we got kicked out of the brothel the night of.
No, it was the morning after.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. I'm probably going to find breakfast then.
All right. Yeah.
Go to the pork place. That's all you, right?
You have the best bacon and waffles you ever had.
Awesome.
Are you making bacon pancakes?
I'm not making shit. They're making it for me.
But yes, they do have bacon pancakes on the menu. Also, you notice
sure.
that the chef is a dog.
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
Like just a dog, not a dog person.
Yeah. All of the equipment appears to be made like for dogs to work and stuff. Yeah, like this is a kitchen run by an intelligent dog.
This is
Yep.
amazing.
The pan is held by a
paws?
nylabone.
What'd
Is
you
it
say,
held?
Doc?
Is it using its paws or its teeth to hold the stuff?
Both.
Because one seems more unhygienic.
It's using its teeth to like hold a spoon, but like using its it like fits its hand into, or like its paw into like these special gloves so it can like lift things.
Guys, haven't you seen a 5-star restaurant run by an awakened dog? Come on.
Please tell me it's basically the dog from the Bacon Strips commercials.
No, it's just Brian from Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
No, at one point you notice that like there's like a few things going, and there's this one pan over on the other side, and like there's like a piece of like pork or belly that's like in there that's been frying for a bit, and he reaches like his paw out, and his paw just extends like a
Awesome.
couple feet, you know, like fits into the little glove thing, and he like flips over the piece of pork, and then it just, you know, goes back.
I am thoroughly entertained, but should I also keep an eye out for said douches that have been following us around town?
You already made a perception check, so you didn't notice anyone when you
Hey.
left the brothel.
Do I happen to meet up with any of you guys once I get back to where we were? Because
I feel like we're highly uncoordinated in this town.
Yeah.
I have a
We're
primitive
like,
device.
hey, look, there's people following us. Let's all split up and go our own way.
I'm gonna make my way back to people, so I'll see if I can find Madness.
All right, so Madness. You found a room in a cheaper area? Yeah. So where do you go after you wake up at the inn?
Since at least two of our party went to the brothel, I head back there to look for them.
Okay. You know, they're definitely not at the brothel, but you peek into the restaurant, like that's well known for their pork products, and you see Dave enjoying a delicious breakfast.
Hey, buddy, come check out this dog and his food.
Are those guys following me?
Uh,
I'm on the way out.
yeah, you notice there's a guy following you.
Just one.
So far as you know.
Can I make another perception check at this point?
Sure.
As I go into the restaurant.
Yeah. Make it. Yeah, it's just you actually lost track of the guy that was following you. You don't see him behind you anymore.
Damn. Well, I'll sit down with Knock and be like, so, I got followed this morning. How about you?
I didn't see anyone this morning, but they're still following you around. That means they're probably out there somewhere. Let me get some coffee in me, and I might have to go talk nicely with some of these gents.
Yeah, I have a little surprise I hope works on them.
Do I find these guys in their food place?
I'm gonna say that you're probably like still in the ritual shop at this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so his little fight happens after the ritual shop?
Yeah. So he gets the ritual, and then that little fight scene happened after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Brent disappeared into the woods. I'm gonna assume he saw you, Dave, as he was like walking out, so you guys know where he is. Zook, what are you up to?
At the boat fishing.
Okay. So Zook was at the Tavern with Vex, and then went over back to the boat and is sitting on the edge of the boat fishing.
No,
Um,
I'm in the water as a tiny fish. And then when a big fish eats me, I return to my normal shape. Gather up the pieces, go back on shore, use my cantrip to produce flame, cook it a bit, and eat it. That's my breakfast.
The sailors who are like loading shit onto the boat are like, that is a weird way to fish, man.
I do it naked.
I gotta say,
Like
it's
Brock
surprisingly effective, though.
Brock Samson style.
Nice. All right, yeah. So Dave and Steve, you guys finish your breakfast, and it was delicious.
Hmm.
And
Where are you going
entertaining.
from here?
Gonna probably start heading back toward the boat, but trying to keep an eye out for
Go
Shady
ahead and roll
Shadow.
perception. Madness and Dave, or Zook. Yeah, no, okay. Dave.
Awesome.
Oh, all right.
Sorcerer eyes, see
It's-
all.
Just the right direction.
All right, so you guys both notice that there's definitely another guy out there waiting for you, following you. Madness, when you walk out, you notice there are like 3 people staring out windows at you guys. They're hidden way better than the guy following you. They're sort of wearing like dark clothing. They look like they're much better trained than the guy who's just on the street. And like a couple of them are just have blow dart guns like in their hand, just sort of like prepared. But it looks like they're just keeping tabs. But there's a significant group following you guys.
Okay.
I don't like this.
I'm still trying to meet up with the rest of my crew. So
Yeah, this is hour 2 of you learning your ritual.
oh, so I'm in the middle of learning my ritual.
Yeah, in terms of timeline.
Oh. Okay.
So I guess my thought is, I see all these guys in windows. I want to walk toward the boat, and I'm going to wait till there's a spot where there's like no good, like vantage points, so we can potentially stop the guy who's following us and like interrogate him.
So there's no point in a city where there's like no vantage points whatsoever.
Yeah.
You as in like people could be on the roof as far as so
Yeah.
like there's no way to avoid that. But there's definitely some areas with less windows, especially
Yeah,
as you're walking down towards the dock. Like you could find like a back alley.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a really narrow alley with some good like roof overhangs up top, so like the top of the alley is pretty much cloaked in darkness.
Yeah, you guys can walk down that alley if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll try popping down there.
Dun dun dun.
Can I make an acrobatics check to be all creepy and like get up like between the walls?
Sure, yeah. So you
So-
guys turn into the alley. Madness is with you. Madness, are you gonna do the same thing, or?
I do poorly.
You said you were trying to jump up to head up to the roof, right, Dave?
I was just trying to get myself up off the ground so I could drop down behind the guy when he turns in. But I'm apparently not very good with this rock.
I don't really have a plan.
Come
I guess.
first.
Yeah. Great plan.
You're just like, and random dice roll.
Just about. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try to continue down the alley, but kind of watching over my shoulder. Sort of like I'm just wandering around. So they
Okay.
don't think I'm
Is this
trying.
a dead end alley that you guys walk down, or is this like on the way to the docks?
I was trying to make it seem like it looks like a shortcut.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not a dead end. You guys turn into the alley. Knock. You sort of try to get up there, but like the walls are kind of slippery because you guys are pretty close to the ocean now. There's a lot more moisture, so you can't really like climb up too easily. The walls are a little too far apart and a little too slippery. Yeah, you guys walk down the alley. You sort of are keeping an eye over your shoulder, and the guy who's been following you sort of in the street is on the other side of the street, leaning against a building, like smoking a pipe, and he just sort of waves at you guys.
Oh, goody.
So I can speak thieves' cant. Is there a similar like hand gesture that thieves would give to each other?
Well, so this guy clearly knows that you know that he's been following you,
Yeah.
and he's just sort of like being a dick, like, "What's up, dudes?"
I probably just, toodaloo, see you later, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys get to the other end of the alley, and you keep walking towards the docks, and they're not even pretending that anymore. Another guy is following you.
Just one?
So far as you can see, you can make a perception check to see if there are more. Yeah, knock. You notice that the guys that like Matt just pointed earlier that were in the windows that are sort of dressed like ninjas, they're like on the roof peering down at you now.
I want to do bad things to them, but there's too many of them.
It's something I want to try, but I want them to like be near each other to pull this off. It's that, or I just say screw it and throw a fireball up there and let it go.
Just start charging the guy on the ground and just be like, "What are you doing?" I mean,
you guys
you're
doing
already
anything?
Chaos Mage, so if you're gonna throw a fireball, shit will be on.
Yeah. So freaking tempting.
Do it.
So who? There's still got one guy on the ground, but he's at the other end of the alley, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, there's a new guy that's following us, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
blatant.
Yeah, you're a couple blocks down at this point, or like you're a block over, and you notice that another guy like peeled off and was following you. And
Yeah.
when you did it, you like looked around and saw that there were the ninja-looking dudes still there.
I think if you fireball the ninjas, I'm charging the guy on the ground.
It's also one of those things that haven't really done anything to hurt us yet.
You're just irritated at this point. You're just like, no, F this shit.
Fuck your couch.
Seriously, like they can't even come over and say hi. You know what? So there's one on the ground not far from us, right?
Yes. There's one like 60 feet away, just trailing you.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of turn around and walk up to him and just be like, "How's it going?"
Oh, you know, just a normal day down at the docks. He looks pretty smug.
All Sorry, I keep looking through my spell list for anything interesting.
Can I do any sort of like persuasion with him to kind of be like, in thieves can't like, all right, I see what you guys are up to, but you know we're not here to f with anything, so kind of like courtesy of like we're being observed, but for what reason? It's like we're not up to anything. We're just traveling.
Yeah, so you know that this guy is like part of the Ravens in the area. You can ask why they're following you. You think depending on the situation, you might be able to just pay him to tell you.
Yeah, so I kind of want to do the whole thieves can't like layers of information thing. Of it's just like, I know what you're up to. You guys are probably just hired, but I want to know what you know.
So yeah, I mean, how does thieves can't work exactly?
It's just like another language. It's just like a weird like. I could be talking about the weather, but we're actually talking about how much is it going to cost me to get this info.
Okay, so Madness, you hear them start talking about clouds. They're talking about cloud formations, and they're getting really into it. And Dave, you sort of like, so what are you guys doing? Why are you following us? And they're sort of like, he's like, well, the Ravens got hired to follow you. And you're sort of like, can you tell me more? And he's like, well, I can, if you pay me.
Yeah. How much hail are we going to get with that then?
So, basically suggests that, a snowstorm's a brewing, is how he replies, and that means he's asking for like 100 gold.
Alright. I'll slip him 100 gold.
Okay.
Just to get the information.
He looks surprised. He did not expect you to actually pay that.
Yeah. I mean, it was that, or I kill you your friends. So.
He's like, fuck it, I don't care. Neither does the boss, really. Pace family up for Metalorp hired us to just keep tabs on you guys, make sure you knew where you were going. Make it hard for you guys to hire any mercenaries, but mostly just here, making sure we know where you're going. As long as you don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you. But we're gonna keep tabs on you either way.
That's fair. Now, I gotta talk to my employer, but how much would it cost to get your employer to provide the Paiths with some incorrect information when we decide to leave town?
I think that would cost you a pretty penny. Paith family pays well.
That's what I figured, but I'll discuss it with my employer.
We'll be waiting.
Alright.
Alright.
You know where we're docked, so...
Say what?
It's like, you know where we're docked, so we'll see you later.
Yep, he's still following you.
Brent's just murdering guys out in the woods.
No, I didn't. I
know.
I didn't murder him. I was just fucking with him.
I know. I'm just waiting for you to be like Predator at one point.
Yeah. Well,
Just
I mean,
drop out
like,
of a tree.
my whole plan was basically I'm just getting like the general lay of the land around the city. So I'm like, and I'll probably hunt some shit and be like, hey guys, do you like rabbit? Because I got like 4 rabbits.
Actually, Brent, can you just make a perception check?
Perception.
Man.
Oh wow.
Oh, I see
Brent.
everything.
You are walking around in the woods here, and you notice some weird things. It looks like almost a small army has moved through this area.
Oh.
And is like camped out for a while, and then like pretty recently, like in the last week or two, they seem to have moved out a bit.
Huh.
But yeah, you notice some like large movements. There's like 100 people camped out that were just sort of camped out outside the city, and now they've moved further outside.
Some mercenaries, probably.
Yeah, something like that. It's definitely armed and armored.
Yeah. I can tell by their footprint impressions how heavy their armor is.
Yep.
The size of the latrine, how big that movement was.
Okay. Well, they suck at hiding their cat holes.
Okay. I am feeling sick and tired. Not sick and tired of you guys. Just, like, you know. So I think I'm gonna call it here.
It's all good, brah.
Yeah. But next session on Dragon Ball Z.
We did it without violence. Yay!
Barely.
So I guess the question for the group, for next session, like I did try to make this a little like less like solve it with violence. I wasn't sure. Like, I mean, part of this game is gonna be the crazy combat, but I thought it might be fun to do like some other stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, social scattered in's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
That's
to
no
have a
change
break
pace.
from the combat stuff.
All right, cool.
And
Then
it's
I
fun
will.
to just be a crazy woodland person and screw with people.
Yeah. And like it was interesting because it was like we are social dealing with things, but at the same time, like if the opportunity had presented itself, we might have tried to solve one of the problems with violence.
Yep. All right, cool. Then I will try to make the game not all ridiculous combat.
Hey, I like the kooky bosses, man. So, keep those guys coming.
Sounds good. Will do. All right. I will see you guys later.
Cool.
Later.
Thanks.
Peace out,
Thanks,
bro.
Zach.
All right, yeah. Have a good night, dudes.
Later.
Dude.
Latest.